Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. The fuck going on? How y'all doing on this beautiful Friday? The fuck? It's a beautiful day today. I can feel the season wanting to change. I got a little bit of summer left, and that's okay. I'm ready for hoodie season, but I really don't like the winter. But you know what? The older I get, the more and more I accept Midwest winters, because geographically, I respect Iowa more than what I did before. And the gun laws in Iowa are, I can't have a binary or a forced reset trigger in Iowa, and that's fucking whack. It's this assumption that either you mean harm or you're never going to be able to master and operate a firearm with a forced reset or a binary trigger on it. This is just what they assume. All of these assumptions tend to come from people who don't really know much about guns anyway. If you listen to the ATF and a lot of gun haters on the street, people do these interviews. I should do some of these types of interviews where I interview people on the streets and in the malls and shit. I might actually get into that this winter when I can't do an open carry demo. I might hit the malls and other shopping areas and like try to get people's opinions about gun ownership and shit. That'd be cool. But when you see people do this and they talk to these gun haters about just trying to even get them to do something as simple as identify an AR-15 from a lineup of guns, or for them to explain what an AR-15 does when it fires, like how does the mechanics work, what's happening when you fire an AR-15. They're all so fucking crazy wrong that it's weird that they're so passionate about their responses to these things, the gun rights, the AR-15, the AK, whatever. You see how passionate they are, how matter of fact they are, that they are in the right and they don't even know what the fuck they be talking about, and that shit is crazy to watch that shit happen. Coming from grown-ass people that want to be respected as adults, and yet still, they will march on right in front of you like this as if you do not see them. This is it's psychosis, bro. I got to deal with this shit in my personal life. Some of the women in my motherfucking life, it's psychosis watching them do this. But I did a video talking about the micro and the macrocosm of like recognizing like this kind of manipulation, and it's weird because I've seen it not only in my personal life, but it was also transitioned directly into the legal system when I was in a custody fight for my son, and watching it all go together where I thought my oldest son's mother was fucking crazy, and then I took her to court, and then I realized that the court enabled her craziness. It was almost like everybody was against me. And when I tell y'all this story in this documentary I'm gonna do on my activism, who I am, where I came from, and all that shit, like a life documentary, you know what I'm saying? Really explain the things that I didn't really talk about much, in these live streams from my car, or even on the corner doing my open carry demos. It's just a lot going on to my life, as it would be yours, I'm sure of it. This is why I couldn't just hurt you for no reason, because there's a very good chance that you are in an epic battle for your life and for truth in the world, and for some peace in your life, so that you can ponder your own fucking existence in some fucking peace without the bullshit. But you can never do that because government won't let you. Everywhere you go, there they are. You cannot chill. You cannot chill to just ponder your existence the way life was intended to be, because of the manipulation and the influence that government has over everybody's lives. And I take that shit seriously, bro. Of course, I've been going through a little bit of growth in my channel. Almost 5,000 subs. It's getting there. I thought maybe I would be able to hit like 8 to 10,000 before the end of the year, but that's probably not gonna happen. But that's okay though. It's just a damn shame that more people don't have an opportunity to listen to what it is that I'm actually saying, and then to judge for themselves if they find it to be important, accurate at all, worth the conversation, all that, man. I think it deserves some kind of examination like that, even if people give it an honest look and say, I don't like Trey, I don't like nothing he's got going on or nothing, I can't even really understand it, I don't see the point of it. It looks more harmful than good, or whatever the critique might be. It'd be nice to get a lot of people's minds on this specifically, because if people hate guns so much that they can look at what it is that I do and everything that I've been through all over my live streams, shit that never even made it to fucking camera, y'all have no idea, man. All the entire experience. I thought I was gonna get out here and do this and do something to the world, but the world is doing something to me while I do this, because I'm learning a lot. I didn't expect to learn or experience a lot of the shit that I'm going through with doing this open carry shit for like almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years in October. It's just a beautiful thing what it is that I got going on. I could imagine somebody looking at it in its totality and saying, no, bro, I don't like that shit. I think even gun haters say, okay, I don't hate you, and I see what you're saying, and then you might just go on to just disagree. But to call me dangerous or stupid would be super inaccurate. It's just false, man. What it is that I'm doing and how I'm doing it and what I'm trying to prove, it is worth a look. Period. It really is. But what's crazy though, man, is that with a little bit of growth in my channel, you know, you get the hate and shit like that. What I find funny when people say, you know, the internet's gonna be internet, don't let them get to you, is what sometimes people say. But first of all, I like trolling back on the trolls. I find great joy, even if it gets me nowhere, to make the slightest little bit of attempt, if my time can afford it at all, for me to recognize a troll or somebody who's stupid and just go, you stupid as fuck. I hope it hurts. I hope your stupidity hurts your life, bro, and it's going to. You're dumb as hell. I like telling stupid people that they dumb, bro, because we got no time to be sugarcoating none of that shit. And I'm going to do all of that type of judging on people, especially when they hate to the degree of just being like dangerously ignorant. And I think a lot of people are dangerously ignorant. You can tell people not thinking for themselves. You can tell, man. How many people out here don't like the sight of an AR-15, but they've mastered it? They can take it apart. They know how to clean it. They fired it. They fired it all the time. And then they still find themselves in really not liking the fucking gun or the purpose or the intent of self-defense, that nobody needs that for self-defense and blah, blah, blah. I don't think people can master a firearm and then walk themselves down that line of thought. I think there's a direct correlation between the understanding of the goddamn mechanics of the firearm and having experience with it and whether you like it or not. Period. It's a direct correlation. Direct correlation, bro. I see it way too often, and you might have those outliers. You even got law enforcement officers that'll do their job to protect the Second Amendment, and the whole time they disagree with that. I never really talked from that angle, but let's think about it for a second. How many things are constitutional and legal, and the cop will help you preserve any particular right or freedom that you have, but inside of his mind and his heart, he wished that he could tell you no to that, or that was another thing on their long list of shit that they will fuck you up about. And that's crazy. Not everybody is really going to be of an intellectual honesty that they can just say that, even if it scares them a little bit, the freedom for every man to protect their lives and self-defense will trump all of the fear that anybody else has. And if any of the fear can inspire you yourself to go get you a firearm yourself, to have a fighting chance if a personal beef or a random act of violence out in public, either way, man, personal or not, that if you can prepare yourself in that, so you can say, nigga, fear is fear. I can dwell in the what ifs all day. If you prepare yourself by arming yourself for defense and then promising to to yourself, to your life, to your kids, to the universe, to whatever you need to recognize in the promise. But you gotta swear to never initiate force of violence on anybody, or else accept the fact that somebody's gonna smoke you if you want to be a bully, with or without a gun. Nobody's gonna put up with no level of fucking bully bullshit. No one has to. I damn sure not gonna put up with it. I'm trying to make myself hard to bully. I'm not trying to look tough. This is what people don't understand. And people that look at me and say that I must just be trying to look tough, it's like, you ain't heard nothing that I actually say, have you? So you can judge whether you think I'm fucking stupid or not, harmful or not, or if I got a mission out here or not, or what it is that I'm even doing. You think my gun is cheap. This is enough for motherfuckers to go, oh, you silly, oh, this and that. And I know that's how the internet is. I know that's how people are in general. And I like seeing a reflection of people through the internet. People are unfiltered. It's kind of like they're out in the open as much as they can possibly be by being on the internet. to have access to pretty much the rest of the world who is also tapping into the access. And in the midst of all of that, sometimes people act like they do if they're singing in the shower or driving in the car on a long trip and they're in the car by themselves, but then they tend to forget. Somebody downstairs might be able to hear you singing in the shower and you all off key. And just because you're in your personal vehicle doesn't mean that you are in a private space, because you are still kind of traversing through public and people can see you picking your nose and singing off key in your car. Like, and I feel like that's what the internet is doing to people. They think they have this level of privacy, but like, nigga, I can see you being stupid and this is who you are. This is who you are, to get on the internet and throw these either ad hominems or almost intentional. You can tell sometimes just trolling. Sometimes people say, oh, these are, young kids and shit like that. Sometimes these be grown ass men. And I hate it when people come to my shit to disagree about something petty that's way off beat of what it is that I'm even doing. And then they won't stop to recognize who the fuck it is they even talking to in the first fucking place with all that silly shit. That's just retarded to me. It's a bit frustrating because I take the internet seriously. Even when everybody else is playing, I take it seriously. This is what you do with your time and your opportunity to connect with other people. You act like a troll. Okay, this is why we are where we are, man. And these are people who are all over the internet talking about how much better their gun is than mine, which is crazy, because if you ain't got the heart or the mind to understand who it is that I am and where I'm coming from and how important it is for me to be doing what it is that I'm doing, then you have a $5,000 AR that you're going to lay down like a bitch and give up as soon as they knock on your door and say, we came to get that fancy, schmancy ass gun, lay down. You're going to lay down like a bitch. What the fuck good is your fucking gun? I would rather have somebody stand next to me with $1,000 AR-15 and they not going for no government tyranny or bullshit or none of that shit, because they can see the truth enough to know that not a step further are we going to let them go with none of the bullshit. They're broadcasting so much that it ain't even debatable that the world is trying to make an attempt to conquer the entire earth, and that other chess pieces will be put into place, because they all play their role, even its own country, to allow itself to be taken over from the inside out so they can move towards this new world order shit that they want. And it's not a conspiracy theory. We are watching them do this shit in real time right in front of us. We can't make sense out of a goddamn thing that they ever fucking do, and y'all think that that's organic, that is natural, and it's not. Right? This is the type of shit that I'm really on. You think I give a fuck about how you feel about my fucking my AR build? I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Because I bet you wouldn't stand in front of it. And you actually don't know my firearm, bro. The thing fucking thumps, and I bet you wouldn't stand in front of it. And if I'm a better shot than you are, I get the drop on you, your $5,000 AR will be my $5,000 AR. I play Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. You drop your shit when I lay you down, that's my gun now. Thank you. No one cares about this shit. If the pussy with the $6,000 AR-15 supports government tyranny and he's going to vote in November, he's a bitch with a nice gun and he can kiss my dick. You a pussy. You a goofy. Way off the fucking mark. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're the reason why this country is going where it's going. And we the last beacon of hope on planet Earth, bro. And I think that if we stood up, I think we inspire all of the fucking countries who made the mistake before us, that they ever gave their government the leg up on them to tell them what to do and what not to do about their gun shit. Which is also crazy, because I'm really fucking tired of hearing it, and I'm going to, I have to call it out as it is, because I think that words play a very big role in what it is that we do and how we perceive things and how we will naturally react to stuff. You can't even call shit what it's not without giving your conscious and unconscious attention and efforts. You won't be able to put any of that energy into the right place if you won't call these things what they are. Okay? We do not have gun rights to which we will fucking lose if a particular candidate fucking wins or loses the fucking election. It's got nothing to do with that. The rights that you have are always there. You're going to watch them choose right in front of you to fight you over these things, and then you have an opportunity to submit before they start fighting you. But you ain't never lost no fucking rights. So fucking stop saying it. I'm tired of y'all saying this shit. We can't lose nothing. You can't lose no rights. I think a lot of y'all are in a state of desperation and panic when you can't see the shit, simply because of what it is that you tell yourself consciously and unconsciously about what it is that you're dealing with. Stop saying that you're going to lose a right. Because if you say it like I said, it's going to imply and then kind of force you consciously and unconsciously into a position of, I guess I'm going to have to smoke some shit, maybe if they keep pushing this shit. It'll push you there when you say that you can't lose no rights. They just want to fight you for it. Then you go, oh, well, I don't got to accept no fight from nobody over something that they not even the source of. They damn sure can't take it. And they know that they can't take it. They want me to give it up, or they challenge me to a fight about it. A fight that they believe that they can just win if it came to that. But if they are willing to fight you about something that's a natural right, you have to stop saying that you're going to vote to make them stop that shit. You have to say, man, fuck the vote. I'm tired of watching people chase the vote, chase behind putting faith into a sleazy politician where we all know that that's exactly what they all are. Both sides accuse each other of being exactly that, full of sleazy politicians looking to use the government fucking illusion to dupe the world into a fucking position that we would just be at our own detriment to allow. And that we need not do that. Republicans and Democrats say this about each other. That it'll look like government, but it'll really just be there to fuck you up. Don't let them do this. This is an accusation from one side to the other all the fucking time. And I'm telling you, they're both right. They're all right. Whatever gets inside that government illusion is going to fuck us up to our detriment and for their benefit. And they tell you that they want to do this for their benefit and that you will own nothing and be happy and all this other shit. And yet and still you guys smile and think if we can just vote the right way, none of that bad shit will actually happen, but you're watching it happen. We come to this state of desperation right now while doing what? Depending on civil rights movement, affirmative action bullshit, and expecting for them to legislate morality by making laws that either go against black interest, or y'all are begging them to give you laws that benefit black people. And some people actually put their faith into a quote-unquote black woman president, is that once she gets there, then she's going to help them legislate that. Man, listen, what it is, that whatever fairness or equality that you want, you can't expect for government to give it to you. We've been marching and begging for how long? And look at where we are. In the deepest state of desperation about these things that we may have ever been in, really. Part of the dread of that is the fact that you have been relying on something that's been failing you right in your fucking face, and you getting desperate, and you know you losing faith. When I say it, I know it resonates with almost all of you trying motherfuckers out there, because all of y'all are bitching about the political state in this fucking country, desperately hoping that your vote is going to change it, but it's not. Fuck that shit, idiot, goofy. Now fucking stay away from me. Shut the fuck up. Weirdos. Y'all weird asses. Pussy motherfuckers can't even fucking stand up to the criticism that I got for the system that they got this bullshit fucking faith in. You know goddamn fucking well I'm right when I say this shit, when I describe this shit. Asshole. Fuck out of my life then. Y'all just go have y'all government shit some fucking where. People who don't want to rock with that shit, don't want to take their chance with the absolute fucking freedom, we need a breakaway society away from their asses so we can show them what the fuck is up. That the real freedom, though it may be dangerous, is way better than giving like this fucking pig bitch in this fucking old McDonald fucking squad car. The pigs are out. Somebody let the fucking pig pen open. They're out in the morning. It's 8 a.m. Here they are out here to serve and protect. They out here extorting the fuck out y'all, because if I did what they did to you for the same fucking reason, I'll go to jail. Why the fuck can they do it and they act like that shit is okay? It's extortion. Period. If y'all can't be intellectually honest enough to just say that, and then you support the fucking cops anyway because you're scared of what to do if they ain't there, bitch, get a gun, pussy. That's what you do, asshole, and then be the best person you can possibly be. So you can take the moral high ground if anything ever fucking happens. You got to be able to do that. If you're a bad person being a bully with a gun, you're going to lose that fight. I hope you do. Good for you. No one cares either. I can't care about the whole fucking world all the time. The bad stuff, I get to oppose that. I get to talk how the fuck I want, reckless as fuck, violent as fuck. I don't give a fuck. If I say I put a motherfucker in the dirt and I'm talking about a child diddler, I don't hear nobody tell me that I'm talking too tough or acting like nothing, because I do mean that shit. Everybody think that whoever it is that they don't like must also be bluffing about their shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. You can't possibly think that because you don't like me that I also must be bluffing about shit. Man, kiss my dick. Y'all not honest at all. And y'all fucking emotional as fuck. Jealous, insecure, all type of shit. Shut y'all bitch asses up and go get a fucking gun. It's always a goofy ass fucking dude talking that shit. I hardly ever get any fucking shit talking from any women. Real fucking woman will recognize a fucking grizzly bear when they fucking see one. No real fucking man that claims he loves anything is going to be so fucking disconnected, unemotional, not tactical at all. Don't got no plan, no nothing, no tools, no nothing about defending the shit that he loves. You a pussy if you a man claiming to love something, and you also refuse to get a gun. You crazy. You crazy. I don't even believe you love nothing. Shut your dumb ass up. I don't believe you love shit, bro, because mastering the fucking, handling the fucking firearm is not that fucking hard. Y'all watch silly ass, stupid ass fucking cops do this shit all the time. Y'all watch regular people, your neighbor, people you don't know, people out here mastering the shit, bro. If you refuse to do it, it's just an incompetence. It's an internal incompetence that you have, that you don't even trust yourself to put your hands on a gun, that you would bet your fucking life that maybe you won't even need it. Shut your stupid ass up. Fucking assholes. Who in this bitch? Mikey up in here. What up, Rick James? I'm spazzing today. I ain't say none of the shit I thought I was gonna say before I turn the camera on. It's usually a whole bunch of internal thought where I feel like I'm on a fucking roll and I'm fucking hyped up for the fucking morning. I gotta turn the camera on. And then all the shit that I said before, that shit gone. I have time I forget. I don't bring it back up. I be fucking dropping fucking bombs in my own fucking head all day long, bro. All day long, bro. That's how I know I'm right. Because all of the self-expression that I've ever had in my life, I'm an artistic person. I can draw my ass off. I've always been good with words. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. That expressive thing is what I fucking do. I can do it well, right? In the midst of all of that, bro, I always try to use that so I can take that emotional side of me and try to measure with the logical side of me to see if I can get them to come together to agree. What it is that I think is what it is that I feel, and I can't get out of these perspectives that I have, though I try to wrestle with this shit to try to learn something new that might change my path on how I think and feel about these things, because I know that I've gotten to this point in my life by being open to growth. I ain't always been exactly like this, bro. This has changed me from 10, 12 years ago. The growth and the experience from doing the open carry demo, it all takes me someplace, man. And that's dope. But I'm always looking for these big, inevitable changes in your life when you grow and you mature and you get older, man. I'm fucking 43 years old. I've been through a little bit, right? I cannot shake how I feel about government. You're never going to get me to fucking go back to like trusting them or even being passive in their existence. I used to be very passive in their existence. Not no more, bro. It's a lot of what it is that I think about, and they think about they bullshit, and they're on the job 24/7. They never fucking rest doing what it is that they do. If I give 80% of my time, my conscious fucking thought into what the fuck is they doing, what the fuck they got going on, what we supposed to be doing about this shit, what does this mean to my life, my kids' life, my grandkids' lives, like, all of that, it's worth me thinking about that like that, because they're thinking about and performing what it is that they're thinking about and performing 24/7. I'm not overdoing nothing. I'm probably going to overdo it unless I obsessively do exactly what it is that they're doing. That spaz out, total tunnel vision on the goal, which I think we all need to be doing as a whole, as a planet. I think we all need to be saying, if there's anything in the world right now that intends to subdue freedom and the human spirit, then it needs to be all hands on deck for anybody that can even remotely recognize the possibility and not treat it like a crime scene investigation. If it's a possibility at all and you can at least admit that, the next step is to begin to give it the respect that it deserves, because if your hunch can lead you to some truth that something is very, very wrong, and I think we all understand that, then that means it should be all hands on deck. I think the whole world should fucking hyper focus on who trying to take this shit from us and do what to what, do what to who. What you trying to do, bruh? I think if we just hyper focus on that and everybody did, I think we would match their energy enough that whatever it is that they would have to do, they would be brought to the point where they would have to just start fighting us to get what they want, because not a step of it will be given to them voluntarily. We want them to do absolutely nothing else to nothing. Don't move, don't shake, you're all fired, get the fuck out. Why won't we just tell them that? Just tell them they're all fired. If they're all fired, then nobody can fight. Who's gonna fire the shot if no one's there to do that? Tell them that they all need to lay down on the ground, arms extended, palms down, or whatever the fucking procedure is when they arrest you, or when they arrest like a group of people at once, and they want everybody to be still and wait to be handcuffed or whatever, or subdued, further subdued. Whatever that is, they should all be arrested. We should be arresting government officials worldwide, all at once, every fucking country and its people. and this is a pipe dream. This will never happen because we can't even agree that all guns matter, and that if you have a gun and you respect the ownership of a gun for what it is, then we are all brothers because they're trying to take the guns to fuck the world up. So if you own a gun, you my brother. I don't give a fuck if it's a cheap gun that I would have never bought. I don't even give a fuck if it's my dream gun, and I wish the fuck that I had 5 bands or 6 bands to throw at a single fucking firearm, all dressed up and everything with all the everything with all the goodies on it and shit. I wish that I had that, but I don't. And I don't give a fuck either because I got something that goes bang. And where my heart is and my mind is, and being very sincere in my gun ownership puts me miles above a guy with a dope ass gun collection who's going to vote for Kamala Harris. You can kiss my dick. You are such a fucking psychotic pussy that I'm surprised you're still alive. How have you even survived this long? You seem dangerously stupid to yourselves and others. Fuck you. That's how I feel. And I shouldn't have to feel that type of frustration when me and this guy have agreed to buy firearms. Dude, you know what that means, and how closely related that makes us in the grand scheme of the world? It makes me feel like you don't even know what's going on in the world. Because if you did, you would see me having guns a year ago. Wherever you are in your gun journey, Trey, you can get your money up or do this and that or whatever. But I got some recommendations. I'm glad you got a gun, bro. Don't let them take the guns. I hear what you're saying about the fucking gun control and all that other shit. Salute to you, brother. Thank you for fucking saying that, because I've said nothing myself. I just been buying good guns. I've said nothing to no one. I haven't tried to convince anybody of anything at all. I'm just in my own life buying guns. I ain't did nothing for the fucking fight, but you are, and thank you. And people don't do that type of stuff. Motherfuckers be pussy. If you ain't doing what it is that I'm doing, I don't give a fuck how nice your gun is, man. You are a maniac. The world needs you, bro, and you took the initiative to buy a gun and you still tweaking? I don't, that's why I don't be respecting people, bro. There's something wrong with the world, man. We are fragmented, completely fractured as a society. And what's so ironic is that we need a one world togetherness, and they know it, so they're going to feed our desire to be one because they know that spiritually we understand it. And as we go into the awakening of being one, they go, oh yeah, I give you the one world government, here we go. And they like bouncing off of the organic natural shit that they know humanity will put their mind in, and they say we will go where you will naturally go, and then we will fight you there, instead of trying to give us this artificial world that they want on, and just present it to us like this. In full disclosure, they can't do that like that. They have to get us to go along with it by tapping into the things that they know makes us tick. And they've been studying the human mind and the human consciousness through the MK Ultra and the mind control bullshit and all types of experiments that you go fucking look up and go look into. The fact that these things are real can show you that they are treating the entire human existence like a crime scene investigation, and they want to know all of the pieces of the shit out, what makes you fucking tick. And you know this to be true. It's a dark truth, and most people know it, that if they hear me say it in this way, that's why people got to listen to me. You got to listen to me. I don't care if you don't like my gun. Did you hear what the fuck I said, you fucking maniac? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? This is important. This is important. I don't care if you don't like my gun. You won't stand in front of me. You won't, because the thing shoots. I don't know what else I'm supposed to tell you, bro. I don't know what the problem is here. What up, Nanya? I'm just about out here, man. You finna have to rewind it back, gang. Mikey, Rick, James, Lisa, what up? Um, you know, Ghost, what up, Ghost? More of the usual suspects. Peace and love to y'all, man. I gotta get my ass into work. It's a Friday. I'm so fucking glad. You know what's crazy? I keep pushing and rushing my life in my older age. I got little kids too, so I'm trying to get time to slow down. How we perceive time is weird because it's not even linear, yet and still it tends to march away from us. It tends to run away from us, and you constantly losing ground on it. Time just does what it does. But I gotta stop my subconscious from rushing through my work week. And work is slavery anyway. It's a whole mind game. Listen to how this mind game is affecting my perception of time. Listen to me. I rush myself to the weekend because I do like my job, but I do enjoy time off and time with my kids, and just time to just do nothing. Time to do the open carry demos without being bothered. Shit like that. Working on the merch, and I need to do that more. I got some new design ideas I got to run through it. It's almost hoodie season. Got to get them hoodies cracking for y'all ASAP. I should have did this like a month ago. But I rush myself through my work week, but then I tell my kids to slow down and stop growing up so fast. And it's a contradiction inside my mind. And of course, time cannot be slowed down or distorted by my will. But I do believe that mentally what that does, it causes a tug of war instead of a more unfeathered acceptance of time in the progression of life. It's not. I'm having a hard time getting deep into the acceptance of it because I can't wait for the weekend, but then I want my kids to slow down because they're all growing up. My youngest son is going to be 4 August 28th, and I misspoke in a live stream earlier this week and said that my son died the same day Chadwick Boseman did. What I meant was very sentimentally, because this is my youngest son. He the last one, and the story of how we even conceived him is going to blow your mind, and I'm going to tell that in my documentary. It's a funny fucking story. The universe is funny, man. The universe played a fucking funny trick on me with him, and it's crazy. For him to even be conceived. And he was born the same day that Chadwick Boseman died, the guy that played the Black Panther, and number 42, the baseball player. Why am I drawing a blank at his name? Chadwick Boseman played a famous black baseball player in Major League Baseball. Um, and all of that has a very close gematria tie to the real revolutionary activists, the Black Panthers, and all the things that they did with open carry. And that's crazy that my son will be born on the day that Chadwick Boseman died. So that's all pretty awesome. But peace and love to y'all, man. Listen, I'm not trying to look tough. I think that what it is that I'm talking about deserves all of the energy that I put behind it and more, in regards to arming yourself and being proud in defense, and then being proud to say that you are trying to love the world, and then you have to mean it. I will live that shit and walk that shit right in front of you. Almost been 6 years now. I can do 6 more easy. Ain't no thing to me. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And y'all should do the same, man. Search inside yourself about how you feel about life, and then let it manifest right in your hands, like the piece of the God consciousness that you are, that you recognize the responsibility for you to defend yourself, and then you go put a gun in your own hands and say, there it is. And there it is. I recognize this, and I put a gun in my fucking hand. Go do that. Wu Bang, get a gun today. RPM Trey Vietnam. I'm out of here.